Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. I am your dietitian JJ and I am here to talk about nails and hair today. So structurally they are made of the same material, amino acids in a helix shape, with the main part is keratin, but they are very different. Your nails are much harder and more solid than your hair, which is fluffier. So it's all about the amount of amino acids, the length of the amino acid strand, and how they are bound together. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how they work, what they do in your body, and some positive things that influence them, some negative things, some things that you can do. And then at the end of the video, I'll tell you a bit about some signs and symptoms of problems in your nails and in your hair. So let's get right into it. So the pH of the cells in your nails and your hair, it ranges from 5 to 8 because there's different hair, different nails, they're all very different. Your toenails are different to your fingernails, your body hair is also all different depending on where it is. So there's a wide range of things that can influence them, but they generally have similar functions. So, as I said, there are amino acid sequences that make up your hair, primarily keratin, and in your head hair or human hair, 24% is cysteine, so which has a sulfur bond. So foods that have sulfur in will be beneficial for hair growth. This includes things like biotin. So these sulfide bonds are either sulfide to sulfide bonds or SH sulfide hydrogen bonds. So as you can see, sulfur is an important component of your hair. So hair has about a 2.2 to 5 year lifespan, and they're continually growing about 0.3 millimeters per day, and you lose about 50 of your head hair a day, which will be replaced unless the follicles or your roots have been damaged. Then it can lead to some other things like male pattern baldness, birth control, shedding or losing your hair due to birth control, some hormone deficiencies or imbalances, and wearing hats or the rubbing, the friction of clothing on your hair, which damages the hair and can lead to bald patches. So what is the function of hair? Hair is very sensitive to movement, and it helps to control our heat and the cooling, so heating and cooling. So if your hair allows air to move through, it's cooling. If it traps the warm air, it is heating. So depending on if your hair is flat or if it's standing up, that can either facilitate heat loss or retaining heat. So your hair is very important in that, the cooling and the heating. It's also very important in the toxin elimination, because your skin is one of the main ways that your body is eliminating toxins. Your hair will help to get rid of that. So how does it do that? With sweat. So if sweat is just on your skin, it's not as easy to let it evaporate off your skin. But on the hair can help it evaporate, and the hair can help neutralize the bacteria as well, so that there's less of a smell and that it can dissipate much more freely and easily. So this elimination of waste, it leads to also your hair telling a story of your life. So you can pick up drug use, alcohol use, smoking, some other uses as well, heavy metal poisonings, mineral deficiencies. You can all pick that up in your hair. Also your nutritional state, a malnourished state, you can find that in your hair. If you look at a hair strand, you could see little lines in it if there was malnutrition or if there was some mineral deficiency. So your hair can be used to also look at your complete health and your nutritional state. So Your hair is also one of your senses. It's very sensitive to movements, to air current, to electrical current, to magnetic force, and your emotions. So if you look at animals, for example, they can show their emotions through the movement of hair, either puffing it out or letting it flat. So hair is very important in a sense aspect because they are linked to nerves and it helps you to feel things. So if someone touches your hair, you can feel it. If there's a wind, you can feel it in your hair. Electrical currents, magnetic forces, you feel this in your hair. So your hair is an important sense and can help you with interacting with the world around you. So seasonal changes also affect your hair. Heat, cold, hormones, hormonal changes with age, as well as the aging process. They all have an influence on your hair and how it grows. But if you have good nutritional states, if you have good gut health, then your hair will prosper. The same with your nails. Your nails can also tell a story of what has happened in your life. I'll get to that a little bit later. So your cells that make your hair are rapidly dividing cells. So they rapidly divide, they are replaced very frequently. That is why when you go through cancer treatments or you have radiation poisoning, those rapidly dividing cells are stopped. So you're not making them and you then lose all your hair. So that's why you can also change the health of your hair very quickly through good nutrition, is because of these rapidly dividing cells. And you also want to eat things that will benefit your stem cells and that will benefit rapid cellular division and cellular production. So eat the rainbow is one of the recommendations. So we'll get into the recommendations now. Eat the rainbow. The colors, they are rich in polyphenols. Where did I write it? I'm just looking at my notes here. So polyphenols, your color compounds, your anthocyanins, your zeaxanthins, those phytochemicals and phytonutrients are locked into these colorful fruit and veg. And you also can have the skin. The skins are usually edible, and the skins contain probably up to 20 to 30% of the nutritional value. I looked at that in the vitamin C video, where a lot of the nutrients are locked into your skins of your fruit. So it's important to eat the skin as well. So other things that have been found to be positive for your nails and your hairs: quercetin, zinc, biotin. But biotin is one that is interesting because you can make it. Your body can make it. If you have a good gut bacteria, you can actually make biotin. It's made in the same place where you can make vitamin B12. We have just not found the way that B12 is absorbed, but we know biotin is absorbed through the gut. So we can make biotin if we have a healthy gut and a well-established bacterial colony in our gut. And ginseng has been shown to help. Green leafy vegetables, which are high in minerals, they are good for your tensile strength and your functional strength of your hair. So to stop split ends and breaking. So the green leafy vegetables are really good because they contain all those minerals for tensile strength in the stemmy parts and the leafy parts. They make them strong. So for example, something like silica is important for the stability in the plant, and that's also important for your hair. So things that help plants be strong will help your hair be strong. And the vegetables, especially the leaves and the roots and the stems, have a lot of minerals, so you want to get all of those in too. Then soy is a gentle hormonal controller. So different to something like the medication, hormonal medication, which will force itself to be absorbed, and all of it will be absorbed, and it really impacts you in a very strong way. Soy is more gentle. It will first knock at the door before it goes in, and your body can release what it does not use. So it can help to balance your hormones. The same with something like a wild yam, which helps your hormones balance, or ashwagandha. Mushrooms are also in that group. Then other things that have helped, salvia, so all the sage family plants, those herbs, which you are also using the stems and the leaves. Star anise is good for hair growth and strength. Mushrooms are also very good. They're high in B vitamins, minerals, and also protein, amino acids. The collagen, especially from plant origin, is very good for your skin and for your hair and your nails, for healthy nails. Zinc is also good for your nails. And things that help cellular repair, cellular growth, so plants, seeds, nuts, nutrient-rich foods. So that's your whole legumes, your beans, your grains, whole grains, your fruits and your vegetables. They all contain a lot of nutrients. Oils that are good. Coconut oil, olive oil are good for your hair. Castor oil is a very heavy oil, so it could also be beneficial, but it tends to be very heavy. Then something like horsetail, saw palmetto, they are also good for your hair. Saw palmetto, it's been used in studies for male pattern baldness and has been shown to work. Ocean vegetables are also very good. Seaweed, kelp, sea moss especially too. They are fantastic for your gut health, and therefore they are fantastic for your overall health. So biotin from supplements, biotin supplements could cause acne, so just be a little bit careful of those, and they affect your thyroid and cardiac tests. Raw egg white can also stop your biotin from being absorbed and can just lead to a deficiency in biotin. And a few other things that can be beneficial, something like cinnamon. Then things to avoid, so pH altering foods, hormone altering foods, processed foods. So think hormone altering, think of plastics, think of GMOs, because they have a lot of pesticides in there, and they have changed things a little bit. High sugar foods, high salt foods, trans fats or man-made fats. Those are all things that influence our gut and our bodies negatively, as well as high nitrogen foods and high protein foods like animal proteins. They will affect your gut health, and this can lead to problems everywhere else because it blocks up your whole system. Then signs and symptoms. So if you have ridges in your nails, that could be B12 iron or thyroid problems. If you have very brittle nails, it can be because of antibiotic use. Biotin or folate deficiency, you can have green leafy veg will help with that. If you have yellowing of your nails, it could be a fungus or decreased biotin or a gut imbalance and a silica deficiency too. Then if you have white spots, especially in the middle, could be a zinc deficiency, and your zinc gets depleted because of stress, high processed carbohydrates. High processed carbohydrates and sugars deplete zinc. And it can also be because of a low stomach acid, which then impacts your zinc absorption. Then horizontal lines in your nails can be a calcium deficiency or generally a B vitamin deficiency. Browning or graying can also be a B12 deficiency or a lack of stomach acid. Clubbed nails, so the kind of a spoon-shaped nail, can be linked to liver or kidney problems, which means your nutrients are not being used as they should be. White or pink stripes, a B12 deficiency, and a whitening or a bluish nails. Blue nail beds can be that you're not getting enough oxygen, and it can also be mineral deficiencies, B vitamins. So generally, B vitamins and minerals are fantastic for your hair and your nails, and you get them in a wide range of things, especially your leaves, your veg. You get them in the vegetables, the green leafy ones and the colorful vegetables. They are rich in minerals. And natural will always be better than supplements, because supplements are something that we try to mimic nature, whereas in nature it's already there, like it matches our bodies and it matches the receptors in our bodies, whereas the ones that we try to make, we try to match it, but it's not quite the same. So as always, stay healthy, to God be the glory, and I hope you will get guidance on your health journey. If you need any other guidance, please pop me a question down below, share this, and have a wonderful day.